Imagine this, a crowded school auditorium, buzzing with laughter and chatter as kids prepare for the annual art competition. Bright lights shine on proud parents in polished suits and dresses, clapping for their children. But in the very back row, nearly hidden in the shadows, sits a quiet boy named Ayan. His clothes are worn, his shoes scuffed, and though he clutches a small sketchpad tightly in his hands, he doesn't smile. Beside him, mopping staff trails silently through the halls, his father, Salman, the school's janitor. Nobody claps for them. Nobody even looks at them. And when kids snicker at Ayan, whispering, "That's the janitor's son," their laughter cuts deep. Now, stay with me, because what happens next is going to shock you. By the end of this story, you'll see how one drawing, just one sketch, has the power to turn humiliation into triumph. If you believe in resilience, kindness, and second chances, then this story is for you. And if it touches you even a little, make sure to like this video and subscribe, because we share stories that prove no one's background defines their future. Ayan loved drawing. He couldn't afford fancy colors or canvases, but with a dull pencil and scraps of paper his father picked from the recycling bins, he created entire worlds. His father, Salman, a quiet veteran of life's battles, always encouraged him, "Beta, people may laugh at our work, but talent shines brighter than gold. Keep drawing." Ayan would nod, but the sting of being mocked at school for being just the janitor's kid often made him doubt himself. The school's CEO, Ms. Rania Khalid, was a powerful woman. Dressed in designer suits, she walked the halls with an air of authority. Parents admired her, teachers respected her, and students feared her. She believed in discipline and results, but she rarely noticed the invisible people who kept her empire running. The staff who cleaned floors, served lunches, and fixed broken desks. To her, they were background noise. At the art competition, Ayan hesitated to submit his sketch. He had drawn a picture from memory, a girl sitting by a window, staring into the night sky, longing for freedom. The lines were raw yet alive, carrying an emotion far beyond his years. But as he placed his work among the neatly painted canvases with golden frames, some kids giggled. It looks like something from trash paper," one boy mocked. Another chimed in, "Well, what else can you expect from a janitor's son?" Ayan lowered his head, gripping the hem of his shirt, his face burning. The judges walked by, barely glancing at his sketch. Ms. Rania herself stood tall, surveying the artwork like a queen at a gallery. She paused at the golden frames, smiling approvingly. But when she reached Ayan's rough piece, she frowned slightly, almost passing by without a second look. And then, she froze. Her breath caught. The sketch before her wasn't just a random drawing. It was a perfect likeness of her own daughter, Zara. The soft curls, the delicate eyes, the sadness on her face, it was unmistakable. She turned sharply, scanning the room, as if searching for her daughter. At that moment, Zara stood near the stage, smiling politely with friends, but behind her smile was something heavy, something only a mother who looked closely could notice. "How did you draw this?" Ms. Rania demanded, approaching Ayan. Her tone startled him, and he stammered, I just saw her, once. In the library. She looked like she wanted to escape." His voice was barely a whisper, but it carried the truth that struck Ms. Rania to the core. For the first time, the powerful CEO realized someone else had seen what she had missed, her daughter's loneliness. Despite all the wealth, Zara felt trapped, unheard, and suffocated by expectations. And it wasn't a polished painting in a golden frame that revealed it, it was the humble sketch of a janitor's son. The hall grew silent as Ms. Rania knelt down, leveling herself with Ayan. "You have a gift," she said softly, her voice trembling. Parents and teachers gasped. No one had ever seen her speak this way to a child from the shadows. But the story didn't end there. News of the moment spread across the school. Some mocked the idea that a janitor's son had talent worth praising. Others whispered that the CEO had been caught off guard. Ayan faced both admiration and jealousy, but through it all, his father stood tall beside him. Salman reminded him, "Son, your gift is not for their approval. It's for the world that needs to see it." Ms. Rania, humbled by the experience, began to see the invisible people in her school differently. She offered Ayan an art scholarship, ensuring he had the resources to grow. But more importantly, she spent time with Zara, finally listening, finally understanding. The sketch had opened her eyes not only to a child's hidden talent, but to her own daughter's silent cries. Months later, at a national art exhibition, Ayan's work was displayed, not on scraps of paper, but framed with pride. His drawing of "The Girl by the Window" captured hearts across the audience. And when he stood on stage, his father clapping louder than anyone,